good morning, and welcome to the meeting place. I'm Michelle O'Neill, your host and resident emotional wellness coach, here to journey with you through the multifaceted world of caregiving. And today I want to turn our focus to a special group within our community, the incredible individuals standing behind the primary caregiver. Now, you might be an adult child of a dedicated parent caring for your grandparent or for their spouse, or you're supporting your spouse as they care for their loved one. And today's conversation centers on effectively supporting the primary caregiver, acknowledging their hard work and their sacrifices and the emotional toll that it takes, and exploring actual practical ways that we can be their pillar of strength in all of this. So listen, primary caregivers often carry their burden quietly, right? Managing the day to day care of their loved one with relentless dedication. And let me make sure, just checking that I am on. Thank you. So it's a role that actually comes with, well, it comes with little rest. It comes with constant worry, and it comes with emotional highs and lows. And I'm sure that even as the supporter, you are going through some of these same emotions that they're dealing with, but not on the scale of what they're dealing with. So as their support system, understanding the depth of their commitment and the weight of their responsibilities is the first step to being a help to them. Recognizing the signs that caregiver is dealing with burnout is absolutely crucial. Changes in their mood, how are they acting different or being withdrawn, not talking as much, not smiling, not laughing as much, that pure physical exhaustion that they're dealing with, and the moments of frustration are all cries for help that we need to listen to. How many times in our own lives do those that we love and we're not even caring for them, that we deal with frustration just in dealing with in conversations, or trying to have those conversations. So imagine how much that is compacted with the primary caregiver. So how can we, as their secondary support system, provide meaningful assistance? How can we help them? How can we lift them up? And it's about more than just offering to help out, right? It requires action, us actually taking action, and get this, initiative. How are we stepping up? How are we not always asking, but how are we being there? How are we seeing where there's lack and filling in? So I want to talk about actually four things that I want to bring out today. And one of them, number one, is respite care. Offer specific times to actually take over or come out and help or arrange for actual professional respite care, giving that primary caregiver a well-deserved break. They need a break. Yes, they're doing this in love. They're doing this because of how they feel and the love in their heart. But you need a break. Even you need a break. How many times have we needed a break from our kids or our spouse? And this is someone that is constantly, day in and day out, caring for their loved one. They need a break. How about handling the logistics? Number two. So what am I talking about? Schedule appointments for them, manage the medicine refills, the medication refills, or coordinate with other family members. If you have brothers or sisters or others in the care that say, hey, how can I help? Schedule with them to share the caregiving responsibilities. How can they help? What are things that they can do? Even long distance things can be done. And I can't wait to get on a conversation about long distance caregiving. That's coming soon. Okay, number three, let's talk about emotional support. How can we be an emotional support for them? Be a constant listening ear. I'm not saying offer advice. I'm saying listen. Let them express what they're going through, how they're feeling, what what they need from us. Sometimes the most powerful support that we can offer is our presence and our willingness to listen. Get this, without judgment. How can we just be there supporting them with hearing how or what they're going through? And then the final one I want to talk about, well, sort of kind of, is educate yourself. Understanding the medical care or needs of the loved one that is being cared for, understanding their condition, what your primary caregiver is dealing with on a daily basis. This knowledge makes you a more effective helper, understanding what it is their need or why they're acting a certain way, and it eases the primary caregiver's mental load. So we're not only helping physically, but we're helping emotionally and mentally support our primary caregiver. So, what I would encourage you to do is encourage open dialogue, encourage their the conversation about their needs and their boundaries and their feelings. Now this can be through regular, family meetings, if you have family meetings, or just check-ins every day. Hey, do you need anything? How can I help you today? Anything bothering you? Right? So, how can we check in? It's important that for the primary caregivers to feel seen and heard, that someone actually cares about them. And I'm saying just don't say, how are you feeling, but how are you feeling today? What are you dealing with today? How are things affecting you today? Things like that. Um, this open communication that I'm talking about, mine left me for a minute. This open communication that I'm talking about actually fosters a stronger support system, and it ensures that your primary caregiver doesn't feel isolated in this role of caregiving, that they are seen and they are heard. Look, in supporting our primary caregiver, we acknowledge their invaluable service that fuels their daily sacrifice. This is a daily sacrifice. By stepping in with understanding and practical help and emotional support, we not only ease their load, but we also enrich our own lives through our giving. How much better does it feel when you know that you have been able to offer love and service to someone else? Remember that your efforts make a world of difference in your life and the lives of those that you are supporting. In your support role, you are lifting up, you are giving, and you are loving. So I'd love to hear, because this has been an amazing conversation. I'd love to hear how you support the caregiver in your life. Um, or if you're the primary caregiver, tell me how others can support you, what you feel is missing out, what you feel that they're not seeing. Let's keep this conversation that we're having today going, and build a network of care and support that uplifts us all. Listen, if you love today's conversation, I 100% encourage you to listen to today's Caring Corner, my podcast, where I have this amazing conversation with a secondary caregiver, of, you know, the operator, Stacy Moore, where she talks to us more about what she sees as a secondary caregiver and the support to her mother and her stepfather. So make sure you hop on to your favorite podcast platform and listen to the Caring Corner. Until next time, I want to thank you for joining me today. And remember, together we're stronger. Take care. Bye bye.